Hey, mahal everyone, welcome back again to the Broadway Saiyan YouTube channel. I'm your host 40 and we are back with another video on the Alchemist code. In today's video, we're gonna actually go over some sneak peek details regarding the extra and extra plus difficulty of the Sabaretta Lizards of the Lost Kingdom event. There were some details that were posted on one of the Facebook Alchemist code global groups that I'm a part of, so shout outs to that group. I'm always leaving links on the video description as well as the pinned comments to the different communities I'm a part of, so check those out guys, because a lot of this information I do get from these communities. Anyways, we're gonna go over some of these details. These haven't yet hit in-game, but we do have the information on hand now, and some of it is a little irking the global community, and I'm gonna give you a reason why, but we're gonna go over it again. Okay, so right over here, we know that the event is gonna go live on the 28th, and it's gonna be running from all the way up until January 10th, okay? And it says right here, Lizards of the Lost Kingdom, Extra and Extra Plus, Challenge Event, new extra quests added. So we have a chance to complete these quests to get the Armor of Wrath shards to transmute a free 5-star gear, which is equipable only by Sabaretta or Zahar. Now, if you're really looking forward to investing in these two characters, by all means go for this piece of armor, because what it does is it makes them a little bit more survivable, because right now both units are very squishy, especially Sabaretta. As we all know, he doesn't really have very good classes as far as his jobs 1 through 3. Most of them are jobs that you'll see as job 1s in other characters, but if you really like these characters, if you want to go with a more like, free-to-play build, if you don't really look to invest too much in the game, then this is going to be a good armor to farm. As you can see right here, the Armor of Wrath gives physical defense plus 80, magic defense plus 60, and light resistance plus 50. Okay, now both of these quests are going to be available in single player and multiplayer, okay? And there's going to be some mission objectives as well. And this is the details that we have right here. So this is kind of what's kind of riling up the community a little bit. So on the extra version, look at that. Recommended level 80, okay? AP cost 30, player EXP 30, unit EXP 135, we get 4,000 Zenny, and then these are the mission objectives. Clear without continues, we're given 15 rainbow soul shards. Clear with no death, you get 15 dark soul shards, and then if you clear before the reinforcements arrive, you get 20 crystal apples. And then the loot that we can get are more Sabaretta soul shards. We get the shards for the Armor of Wrath, which is the 5-star specific gear for these two characters. We also get access to Sacred Lion Blade pieces, Lion Monarch Shield pieces, Steel Hook Diagram pieces, Compass Diagram pieces, Black Belt Diagram pieces, and Forbidden Apples. Okay, so that's the extra event. Now we're gonna take also a look at the extra plus. Recommended level 85. AP cost 60, player EXP 60, unit EXP 600, Zenny 6,000. Here are the mission objectives. If we clear before reinforcements arrive, we get 80 Armor of Wrath shards. If we take Sabaretta along to clear, we get 80 Armor of Wrath shards on top of that. And if we clear without a mercenary, we get 80 Armor of Wrath shards. Now the multiplayer is only for the extra difficulty, but the recommended level again is 80. AP cost is 15. We're given 30 player EXP along with 135 unit EXP. Multi-coins host is 60 and multi-coins members is 30, and the loot is pretty much the same as the extra single player. Okay, so this is what the community is a little confused about. So in Japan, when this event came out, they already had access to units such as Laharl, who Laharl is one of the top tier units even up to now in Japan. He is, a core unit, especially for a fire team. Let me close this chat right here. Excuse me. So they already had access to a bunch of these stronger characters on the tier list. Now, if you don't really care about tier lists, then by all means don't pay attention to that, but that's what Japan had. And keep in mind, this game has been out in Japan longer than in global. So a lot of players are confused as to why Gumi is giving us this event now. Now, it seems like it caters only to whales, especially those who have invested in a lot of the stronger characters in the game, such as Balt, Shayna, who else is there? Rosa, Lofia, Rahu. Now for players, that are free to play, this is a little steep. I mean, just on paper alone, even hyper whales might have some difficulty with these events. And seeing as the extra plus, they're asking us to take Sabaretta along to clear, and we all know Saburetta, unfortunately, isn't that great of a character. I mean, he can be viable if you build him a certain way, but still he struggles, and clearing without a mercenary, this is pretty steep to ask, you know, for players to try to clear. Now, I understand, you know, if you're not really looking forward to building up Saburetta or Zahar, you can totally just bypass these two events, but what really has the community riled up is, why is Gumi giving us these really hard, difficult quests right off the bat when in Japan, you know, they already had some of the core units to make this event a little bit more manageable. Now, who knows what they might do? They might change this up. When they release this to us in Global, these details might be different. They might tone it down a little bit because they're giving it to us this early, but who knows what might happen. This is why, you know, sometimes it's better to not really look too ahead into the future, into Japan, like as far as tier lists and things like that, because anything can change when it comes to the global version. But our concerns is, like, these might be a little bit too hard. I mean, you can always prepare. Anything is possible, you know, if you play smart, depending on, you know, what is on the map, and if you're aware about which enemies to take out first as soon as the events go live, you know, this can definitely be manageable, and I will be trying to bring you guys content on how to clear these events once they come out. Hopefully I myself don't struggle too much, but I mean, on paper, it looks like, again, it looks like even people that really wail hard on this game might have a little bit of difficulty. I know there's some details here that's a little bit, that the community was talking about in this group, so let's go ahead and pull up the comments here. Let's see. Alright, so someone is already saying this looks really scary, and I do agree, it is pretty scary on paper. I think the cool part is that, you know, we get to farm this 5-star exclusive gear for Zahar and Saburetta. Let's see right here. Yeah, it says right here, see, JP already has Laharl, Zane, etc. when this event is released. So I hope it is easier here in Global. Who knows, it might be. It might be easier, it might be the same, but again, I guess the cool part for us Global players is that we have something challenging, because I know some players were all like, currently right now the content's too easy, maybe except for that winter extra quest, which is actually pretty challenging. But this is cool. I mean, at least we have something challenging to look forward to, so the content is not, you know, boring and easy for us. Let's see, what else are they saying here? Okay, so someone's asking here, wow, level 80, any recommendations, which character to upgrade, mostly enemies, what elements, so I need to be prepared from now. So this person says that Extra has no thunder enemies, so keep that in mind, and Extra Plus has no water enemies. So when you're building your team composition for these two events, should you decide to take these on, you know, just keep that in mind, that Extra has no thunder elemental enemies and Extra Plus has no water elemental enemies. Yeah, right over here they said very unfair from Gumi since we haven't gotten hard quests to farm unit shards. Someone says here, I guess events like these are to reward the whales who drop money this early. Either way, not a fan of Zahar Saburetta, so I'll probably skip if it's too hard. Yeah, again, on paper, this does look like a very, very difficult event, and so again, some players are a little confused, but at the same time, at least we're given something a little bit more challenging, and I honestly think it's going to be fun for those of us, you know, who really like to strategize and really want to figure out how these maps work. Now again, this could all change. Who knows, but I myself am excited. I'm trying not to be a little bit too irked about it because, you know, I love the game, you know, as much as possible, regardless of what Gumi tries to do. I want to support it as much as I can. So, anyways, that is going to be it for the video. I hope you guys found this video helpful for the upcoming Extra and Extra Plus difficulties for the Saburetta event. Guys, don't forget to smash that like button after watching this video should you find this video useful. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new for future Alchemist Code content. And just a reminder, I am still doing that 1,500 subscriber milestone giveaway. Be sure to check the link for that on the video description below, as well as the pinned comments of this video. Thank you again for watching. My name is 40, the Broadway Sane. Stay tuned for the next video, and mahal, everyone.